Chandar Mohan Sethi, Senior Vice President for Southeast Asia at Reckitt Benckiser, is an extremely busy man these days. He works insane hours and is constantly on the move to ensure his region is in line with its parent's stated global position of sharper focus on healthcare. With Western markets stagnant, Sethi now has added pressure to ensure India and Southeast Asia are on a rapid growth trajectory. I caught up with Chandar Sethi to get a sense of what Reckitt Benckiser is doing to get critical mass in healthcare in India, progress on Paris's brands post the acquisition, and everything in between. Thank you so much for joining us, Chandar. Truly a pleasure once again to have you on ET Now.
Thank you very much for inviting me again.
First things first, we all know about RB's renewed focus on healthcare. So if you can give me a sense on, what is the kind of investments you're looking at or have already made, and the strategy for India specifically to, enhance your portfolio in healthcare.
If you look at our global portfolio, we've got already brands like Gaviscon, Mucinex, Nurofen, Fibogel, Lemsip. So there's a host of brands, global power brands, that will come into the country and in the right order.
Right.
At the same time, you might be aware that we've just bought another company by the name of Schiff, which is VMS or vitamins, minerals and health supplements. So those will come into the country. So over a period of time, all these brands, international brands, will come in.
What kind of capabilities are you building in terms of a platform? I know that the Paris acquisition was, in a sense, also apart from buying products, it's also buying a platform of sorts.
Spot on. Let me start with the fundamental base position. If globally Reckitt Benckiser is saying that our core focus is going to be on healthcare, then for a very large and important country like India,
sure,
we need to have that portfolio. Currently, we have limited presence in healthcare, or we had limited presence. So first step was to recognize that we are not there. We need to build our capabilities. The first one is very clearly the acquiring a critical mass and a platform, and that was done through Paris. So that was acquiring a host of brands which are number one in their own space. Along with that, we did acquire a manufacturing facility, which we have since upgraded very, very significantly.
Okay.
Not only meeting the standards for the country, but also export standards for Europe and the Americas.
Okay.
And there is a very large investment that is made, upwards of 200 crores, that we have done in our plant in Bati. The third stage, or the other side of it, is in terms of providing the resource for the people capability.
Right.
And that is linked to their training and development and the right kind of resource which understands health. It's different from selling Harpic to selling Gaviscon and Nurofen.
We all know that, the realization that India is a critical market for Reckitt Benckiser specifically came a little bit late. Given the fact that they've realized that now, what is the pressure on you in terms of deliverables?
The expectations from India as far as Reckitt Benckiser is concerned, it should be growing at significantly higher than 20%. 25, 30 is possible. Do I think it's an impossible figure? No. Is it an easy figure? No.
I have a more fundamental question. Why the sudden focus and priority in healthcare? Is that a very, very viable and profitable business?
If you're looking at the medium and long term and not tomorrow's results, then the strategy that has been adopted by Reckitt Benckiser in terms of its portfolio is perfect. You're talking about health, you're talking about hygiene, and you're talking about home. That's what we say. If you really think about health, it's not something that you start taking a medicine today, but you will worry about making sure that you keep fit. Therefore, you go to a doctor. Therefore, you will stay with the medicine that the doctor prescribes. over a period of time, you might have taken Crocin when you were very young, and you might give Crocin to your friends or their friends' kids or whoever else because you believe in it.
Sure.
Yeah? So healthcare products will take longer to ingest, longer to come to fruitify, but they have a much longer lifeline.
Okay.
And the loyalty to such brands, which is built on trust, will be much greater. Number two, they are more profitable, of course.
What's your view on competitive advertising where direct references are made on brands?
Competitive advertising is a reality around the world. It's only not come to India, or India is shy about it.
Okay.
I personally believe that competitive advertising should be done, but should be done with a lot of responsibility. And that responsibility, I imply that whatever you say, you should be able to defend yourself scientifically.
Right. Lifebuoy and you have been at loggerheads for a while now. How would you personally, as the top dog in India, look at these two brands pan out, and how would you critique them?
Who am I to say anything other than the fact that if I go back 5-7 years back, Dettol market share on soaps was less than 3%. Nielsen reports that we are 8% today. And I think the brand Lifebuoy that you talk about used to be 17 or 18, is now 14. Tells you the story. If I take Dettol liquid hand wash against, once again, the same brand, Dettol controls 55% of the market. Because Dettol is the gold standard for germ kill. There's no question on that.
Thank you so much once again, Chandan.
Thank you very much for having me on your show.
And with that, we're completely out of time. We hope you enjoyed the show. To take the time and drop us a line at Brand Equity at etnow.tv, or alternatively log on to our Facebook page at facebook.com/brandequity to start a conversation with us or dip into our archives. You could do the same on Twitter at Brand Equity Live. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Until then, adios.